We are on the cusp of success, of an unprecedented victory. It is time, then, to discuss the final hero. Valentin Voda. Formerly the forsworn heir of Voda House, and my biological son.
I had a feeling.
Now, he lies dormant, buried deep within the very heart of Luna Rapaces. The time has come to undertake this voyage, to gird our hearts, and vanquish him. I have already prepared everything we need to complete our mission. When you're ready, truly ready, to face what lies ahead, come speak to me. I will ready a portal to transport you.
Valentin's the final hero, and we have to slay him. I'm afraid we're in for a fierce battle. We'd best be fully prepared.
I will now transport us to Luna Rapaces. Are you ready to depart? So be it. The key to Valentin's cocoon is his closest confidant. An unusual key, to say the least, and yet only he can commune with Valentin's pathos. Noah, it is you.
Guess that checks out.
Having said that, Valentin's cocoon is particularly resilient. The key alone cannot break his seal. Our solution, the Luna Rapaces. The moon brims with energy generated by the resurgence. By harnessing its power, you'll be able to reach Valentin and release his seal. The fate of humanity is in your hands.
What's the matter?
I have debated long hours whether to divulge this before I sent you away. But I believe you have the right to know, and the news will not be pleasant. But please trust that I mean well in telling you this.
Hey, sorry for the wait. You damn fool. Who asked you to put the world on your shoulders? Way back when, he and I swore an oath. If we ever found ourselves at the crossroads of destiny, we'd walk down the same path, together. And if either of us was ever to stray, the other would drag his ass back onto it. Now, I guess it's time I make good on that oath. Come on, let's go. I've got to pry him out of this nightmare. I gotta say, you two have come into your own since we first met. I'm impressed. Your movement in combat is looking much sharper, more practiced. And Lou, there was a time you seemed afraid of your own shadow. Now there's conviction in your eyes. I was prepared to stay at your side for some time, but apparently I need not. You two can handle yourselves just fine. Hey, you okay?
No, it's an incursion. But why now of all times?
I see. You became a revenant for your family.
I needed them safe, whatever it took. The payoff was seeing my siblings and parents reach old age. My nieces and nephews are all the family I have left now. Our happy reunions rouse old memories.
The beauty of life lies in continuity. I'm convinced now, Noah. Our role as revenants is to serve mankind as its guardians. I want a world where families like yours live free of strife. We'll achieve this together.
What Valentin said was true. The circle of life is truly wonderful.
It's been a century since you and I last had one of those incursions, huh? Glad you're holding up okay. We're here to protect a world where the seeds of humanity can bloom forevermore. The raison d'etre of revenants. A Valentin turn of phrase, as I'm sure you can tell. After we met and became true comrades, well, it wasn't long before his dream became mine. I only wish we could have made it happen in our time. I digress. The past is past. Don't mind me. That's all the energy in this area. With that done, let's move on to the next one. You know, there's something I've waited a century to be able to ask you. I know we're not allowed to know how history changed, but be honest with me. I remember that day, that moment in fact, when you burst in on me and France trying to kill one another on Magmal Island. You came back through time to save my hide, didn't you? Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, I'll be damned. Look at you two and your hearts of gold. Thank you. I owe you big time.
Not another incursion.
You're telling me everyone in the Academy is dead?
Yes, on Lavinia's orders. She sacrificed most of them to produce a vessel for the resealing.
Is she out of her mind? Those were our classmates!
I'm sorry, Noah. There was no other recourse. Couldn't stop her. It's my fault. Hers was the only viable solution. I could offer no alternative.
Lady Lavinia rarely speaks of the past, but this is dreadful.
Voda House. It's directly descended from Idris, a lineage charged with the terrible task of maintaining the seal for all eternity. And what's more, they knew. They knew the seal would give out one day. But they could never produce an heir fit for the title, fit to replace Idris. And renewing that seal required them to produce a vessel, something capable of harnessing that power. France and I were spared because the Voda still saw some use for us. But as for the others, snuffed from existence. All of it, the Academy, the resealing efforts, was Lavinia's plan. She called the shots.
She would go so far.
In her defense, I'm sure she was desperate. Doing nothing meant annihilation. Even so, the incident spurred Valentin and me to take our leave of Voda House. We tried to solve it alone. Valentin never said anything, but I'm convinced he was driven not to let anyone else be sacrificed. Sorry, that's more than enough reminiscing. Let's get a move on. There we are. That's the last of the energy. Guess it's time. Not again.
I'm pleased to see you well, Noah. We're thankful you've returned to us on the frontier.
Forget that. Is it true? Did Valentin really go missing as the upheaval?
Yes, I'm afraid so. To make matters worse, the lunar rapacious continues to scald revenants, giving horrors free rein to terrorize mankind. Humanity needs its protectors now more than ever. Will you lend us your strength?
Looks like our dream wasn't meant to be, Valentin. I tried to do you proud, but it's a dull world without you, old friend.
Did you hear? Lady Lavinia is recruiting a new revenant hunter to join us.
A hunter, huh? I've worked with one before, but it's been a while. Things might have turned out differently if they'd been here. After the upheaval was a low point for me, like I was stuck in time. That's why our reunion at Magmel was a godsend. You came back, and the future wasn't a dead end anymore. Time began to move again. I even began thinking you could save Valentin. Maybe.
Noah, we...
Don't worry, I know it's wishful thinking, but that's fine. I had no hope until you showed up. You filled that void and gave me light. Through the two of you, I found my purpose again in an empty world. I'll never forget the good times we spent together. Now it's time I repaid the favor. I've owed you for a long time. This time, my friend, I'll lead the way. All right, everyone okay?
Noah, just what did you mean by lead the way?
Just what I said, but don't let it bother you. Come on, let's go. We're just about there.
So this is where he lies. Valentin's cocoon.
Can you do me a favor, guys? Promise you'll look after him for me, will you?
Noah, stop! You won't hold out!
Hey, partner. I'm here to fulfill our promise. Wake the hell up!
He knew he wouldn't survive. I will rise to the occasion.
Believe me, Valentin, losing the students still pains me deeply too. But there was no other way. Procuring a vessel was absolutely necessary. You have to put this behind you and look to the future. It was our misfortune that Idris's ability didn't manifest in you.
For generations, Voda House has venerated Idris, fixated solely on tracing his footsteps. But his seal won't hold forever. Mother's wrong, though. What if Voda House's methods are a mistake? My friends would have died for nothing. We can't keep sacrificing the people we're trying to protect. There has to be a better way.
Like Xenon, Valentin too sought to find a different path than the one Idris chose.
Transcript of the Xenon Grifko trial. Why is increasing the Revenant population seen as a vice? He tried to warn us then, didn't he? About the true nature of the resurgence. The correlation is clear to me now. Imitating Idris's ways will only ever be a temporary measure. But there is one way to eradicate the resurgence for good. We weren't mistaken, though. I can build the future we dreamed of now. A world where mankind can finally flourish.
Did he say eradicate the resurgence for good? But how? There he is. We've been discovered. Prepare yourself. Brace yourself. We'll fight to the end.
Is this
Can't endure much more.
here today? Gone to...
Now's your chance. This is it. The energy of the resurgence.
The time has come. Thanks to you, equilibrium has been restored. The world owes you its salvation. All my life, I followed Idris's teachings, convinced that it was my duty to oversee the resealing. I did what I had to do to produce a vessel. I shed the blood of many revenant clans. I sacrificed many of Valentin's close friends for my sacred task. To my dismay, the resurgence would not be quelled. I squandered far too many lives for nothing. I see now that he must have predicted my failure, because soon after he took matters into his own hands. By sourcing energy from the resurgence, he cast a formula to try and purge the world of revenants. A world free of our kind.
But why?
By eliminating the source, revenants, the resurgence could be quelled. That was the truth Valentin came to realize. And now...
Lady Lavinia, what are you?
These runes are the relic of Valentin's legacy. His final words. I toiled a century, testing for the results I sought. It was designed to terminate revenants, and revenants alone. Amplified by a device on Magnell, it shall propagate across the entire world, cleansing upon a tidal wave of resurgence energy.
Why, Lady Lavinia? Wasn't your duty to this world we have to save humanity from ruin?
Can't you see? It cannot be done. The resurgence can no longer be sealed. Our species is a cancer upon this world. So long as we exist, the world will forever teeter on the brink of destruction. Nature dictates life be cherished. Nature dictates it be nurtured within a mortal span. Even in death, each life entrusts its will to the next. We must relinquish our grasp. Mankind is the rightful heir of this world. That was Valentin's will and dream. A beautiful future, liberated from fear. And this is my atonement. To amend all the suffering and anguish I have visited upon this blighted world. Come, my wretched kin. Let us return to the cradle of finitude. Let us embrace our fate.
It was the dawn of a new age for humanity. It heralded a new day under the mantle of their leader, who was named
It's time.
O hallowed hero, who delivered unto humanity the world, we pray you rest in peace.
It's time you wakened. You're not one to let ripe potential go to rot, are you?